Welcome back. We're in the indoor garden again, and this is where the turmeric and ginger were growing. I'm all finished with that, and I'll be moving on to something else in the next video. Here are my 7 transplants. The pineapple top that I tried to start died. All of these are looking good, and some of them do need to be repotted. So I intend to take you on that journey with me as I look into whether the pineapples need to be repotted or not, but they are looking really good. The petals or the stems on the plants have firmed up. They're not as floppy as they used to be. Some of them do need to be trimmed and the plants do need to be watered, but overall the transplants are looking pretty good. So the ginger I started back in October has grown very tall, but these pots are definitely not wide enough. Being that ginger's a rhizome, it needs more horizontal space than vertical space. So I will be transplanting these soon to make sure that they don't get correction, to make sure that the roots don't get bound up by the small pot. But overall, the turmeric that I transplanted looks well. The newer turmeric that I recently did in another video actually is getting a second leaf here. So this one is thriving really well. Everything does need to be watered, so I'm going to bottom water. I do still bottom water these just to make sure that I'm not damaging the rhizomes on either one and more so feeding the root. So even in the mortar tray that I keep them in, I just put it towards the bottom and walk away. I'm not going to water the other ones as they're still pretty wet, and the aloe only gets watered once a month. So I did take some footage outside, and I was kind of surprised to see that some of the green stuff like my cilantro and mint and dill that I left in the green stalk and did not take out survived this frost. Even though you can see the ice crystals on them, they did pretty well after this. So I'm just doing an experiment and leaving them as is for now. This is my first season with garlic. I have never grown it, so I know it's not supposed to get this tall in the winter, but with our unseasonably warm winter, a lot of it grew. So these froze over. I'm interested to see what happens in the spring with these, and I have a plan to plant some more just in case. Moving back inside into the basement. It's been a couple of weeks since the peppers I'm overwintering have gotten any water, so I'm just watering these. The stems are still green, so I guess it's doing okay. Some of the peppers still want to put some leaves out. You can't see it in the video, but they do get some sunlight from a basement window that is positioned just above them, so they don't get a ton of light, but there is a light source. They're not completely in the dark. So with these, usually 2 to 3 weeks, I water them. It was about 3 weeks this time, so I knew I had to come down and water them. I'm hopeful, since the stalks are pretty green, that come the spring, these will be successful. That concludes the update for this video. Thanks for watching and joining me. I hope to see you on the next one.